Hi everyone, welcome to the 21st Equal Conference from the Women in Business Club at London Business School. We are very proud to bring our flagship event with an unparalleled roster of speakers. More than 800 of you signed up. We never had such a huge impact before. It means a lot to us that you have come to this event to learn more about and show your support for gender equality. WILD strives to create a fairer society, shaping the leaders of tomorrow alongside our sister clubs of Out in Business and Black in Business. So who are we and why are we here? This is my co-chair Shajia, and I am Thomas. We are both MBA candidates at MBA.
7 months ago, we volunteered to co-chair this conference, a decision that would shape our MBA and potentially our lives. We did not know at that time that we would be signing up for the first ever virtual version of the conference, one without any blueprint. We did not know that we were going to volunteer hundreds of hours over the next few months to pull this together. And we definitely did not know that the sweet reward at the end of all this would be public speaking in front of an 800 people strong audience. Public speaking, which is the #1 fear in the world, followed by death, disease, spiders, and of course, over the past year, leaving yourself unmuted during a Zoom call or meeting. Nevertheless, we took the opportunity and we tried to do justice to it. Thanks to our rockstar team, we have put together this event to flatten the gender curve. We are really excited that we went virtual. It allowed us to dream big and bring to you a world-class lineup of speakers, including Senator Elizabeth Warren, who will deliver her sweet and short address just after us, as well as 8 keynotes, more than 20 panels and workshops, and more than 60 speakers from across the world. Personally, despite all the COVID curveballs, this has been one of the most fulfilling experiences of my life. 2 years ago, I was writing my LBS essays in my own little world in Bangladesh, and I wrote there that I want to lead this conference. At that point, studying at LBS itself seemed like a far-fetched dream, let alone leading its flagship conference. Given I had grown up amidst very different circumstances and never even stepped foot in this part of the world. So if anything, this is proof that anything is possible with the right amount of perseverance and grit. As they say, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough.
Well, unlike you, I did not write in my essay that I wanted to lead this event here. But when the opportunity arose, I seized it. I wanted to challenge myself. I am here for the same reason that I became an ambassador last year, to be better. By leading this event, or creating the allyship program within OIB, I challenge my views. I learn about issues I should be way more familiar with, and hopefully I become better, so that I can champion those who may need it in the future. This conference gave me much more than I gave to it. My team gave me much more than I gave to them. It was an honor working with you, and especially with you, Shajir. I'm looking forward to our first face-to-face interaction.
Wow, yes. And to speak that none of us had ever worked face-to-face with each other and yet found so much inspiration and shared passion together. So overall, we can confidently say that 10, even 20 years from now, this will be a highlight of our lives that we will fondly look back to. Why? Because of you. Because 800 of you put your trust in the event. Because you decided to dedicate your time and show up despite the very difficult and extraordinary times that we are living in. You might be a new admit, ready to explore the endless opportunities lying ahead of you and wondering how best to learn new skills in this virtual world we are living in. You might be a male ally who has been inspired by his female bosses and peers and is here to see how you can make the world a better place for them. Or you might be a graduating student ready to enter the corporate grind again, knowing what an uphill battle it has been for you and hoping it's different this time. Or you are one of our many professional friends looking to network, learn more to make an impact in your workplace. Whoever you are, we guarantee we have something for you over the next 2 days.
So back to our theme, flatten the gender curve. Besides the play on words, which shows this theme because the conference this year is so radically different. Yes, it's online and not in a fancy venue. But more importantly, the landscape of inclusion and diversity has shifted dramatically. The world has changed over the last year. For some, the impact has been more severe than others. For women, it has really been a threefold punch. First, the industry hit hardest and earliest by job losses were ones where women dominate: restaurants, retail, or healthcare. Second, local and state government cut jobs, another area where women outnumbered men. Third, the closing of childcare centers and the shift to remote schooling saddled working mothers with overwhelming household responsibilities, much more than fathers, leading to a double shift. And if you think that pain exists at the bottom only, you're wrong. It extends to the C-suite. Nearly 30% of C-suite or VP level women reported that the pandemic had altered the course of their career. About 25% said that they would leave their posts sooner than expected due to their employer's response to the pandemic.
These facts highlight how fragile our progress has been and how we need to change the way we think about equality. No matter what happens, we cannot let these difficult times undo the progress we have made over so many years. We need to avoid the gender inequalities widening again, and we need to flatten the curve. This conference is a step forward in that direction.
To the men in the audience, you have already taken a huge step in this direction. Just by being here, the world is better because of men like you.
To the women in the audience, you have already conquered far more to be here today than many will ever face, and it can only go onwards and upwards from here. We hope this conference gives you a slight nudge in that direction. We want everyone to take these 2 days to first reflect on how the pandemic has altered gender dynamics and set back progress towards equality. Second, reset our North Stars, determine our new goals and mindsets needed to overcome our new challenges. And third, empower action, provide tools, knowledge, and a space to discuss pressing matters and emerge stronger.
That starts with simple, open conversations and small actions today. Our platform allows you to share your thoughts within the panels or outside of them. So post in the live feed, share your own experiences and insights during our panel right there in the chat. Create connections with the 800 people registered to this conference: working professionals, alumni, students, aspiring students. Use the People tab, complete your profile, and message each other or even video call one-on-one to continue conversation during our breaks. For the most engaged of you, those who will connect with the most people, share the most, and contribute the most, we will have gifts. Our team will pick 3 winners. The prizes: first place gets an Amza bag, second gets an Amza pouch, and third gets Tamara Mellon's and Professor Birkinshaw's books. Our team has been hard at work setting up an amazing 2 days. On first day, we have a host of keynotes, plenary or breakout sessions. On day 2, after some power-packed keynotes in the morning, our afternoon will be split into 3 concurrent tracks. The first, toolkits in the next normal, consisting of hands-on workshops, then entrepreneurship, and finally, the last track will explore the lived experiences of women in different landscapes. And because we too have felt Zoom fatigue, we have created breaks throughout our conference to network or just have fun. Don't forget to register separately for the breakout panels, second day tracks, and breaks you would like to attend by clicking on the agenda tab so they appear on your schedule.
Lastly, we just want to give a huge shout out to the amazing team who has worked day and night over the past 6 months to bring this conference to you, despite the trying circumstances we're living in. To think that more than 15 people from entirely unrelated backgrounds, including our male allies or ambassadors as we call them, would come together, sacrifice so much, and work so passionately towards a cause was unfathomable to us. Each of you is an inspiration to us, and when people like you show up, the world has hope.
But enough of that. We know why you tuned in. You want to hear from Senator Elizabeth Warren, don't you? So head on over to her session and let's connect through the People tab. Welcome to Equal 21.